Corey.
How are you?
All right.
Early on.
You know what we're for.
Did you hurt yourself? No, I'm just old.
Oh. I was talking to Doug White. I thought the meeting was at 1 o'clock, and then I remembered it was at 12:45, so I apologize for that.
You need more copies of the agenda?
I don't guess.
No,
Let's see,
we'll
I
make
need
some.
one. We'll go ahead and call the special call meeting to order. Lynn, if you would do a roll call, please.
Squire Stump, Squire Ferris,
Here.
Squire Eldridge, Judge Travis,
Here.
Esquire Travis,
Here.
Squire Cotton.
Here. All right,
I'll go on that motion to excuse Squire Stubbs, Squire Eldridge.
all right. We have a motion by Zach, second by Jim, to excuse Squire Stump and Squire Eldridge. Any discussion? All right, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? Motion passes. Let's say a pledge to the flag.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you all. Again, I don't have the agenda, but I know the two things are about the animal shelter. We have the kennel bids. Which one's first?
And open the exterior kennel bids.
Kennel bids, sorry. Here's one right here. Now, one was sent in, and this is the same place that's sent in. I'm guessing it's the same bid, but we'll all look at it the first time together. Yeah, 51,970. Everybody needs to see it. Here's a copy. Everybody seen it? That's his insurance. I don't know why I brought that, all of the stuff down on that.
That's to do the, all the outside concrete work and chain link fence work and the block walls for the outside channels, which is going to mirror the inside.
And I did figure it up, it's, well, we had here 1,952 square foot of concrete. I forget how many squares that was, it was a bunch. Like 72 squares, or yards, I'm sorry, yards.
17 times 80.
Yeah, how much is that? Maybe 177 yards. 19 to what, 20?
This is all bid that was received.
That's all the bid we got.
First time, yeah.
I'll make a motion to accept the bid from WPC company to do outside work.
Second.
All right, have a motion by Jim, seconded by Dan, to approve the bid from the WPC company, general contractor, to do the outdoor bids for the kennel at a price of what's it say? $970. All right, any discussion? All right, all those in favor say aye. Aye. Anyone opposed? Motion passes.
When is that supposed to get started on
We're pouring concrete now.
Well, for the inside, so they'll get, motion passes, I'm sure they'll get on it.
I talked to him yesterday, we can, he said, especially like on the inside floor, and that'll open up, everybody else can come in and work, and he can start doing the outside work. I think his company's gonna do the outside work. He didn't hear me like everybody else.
All right, next is and I didn't make copies of it, but we have some overruns where we're finishing that back. I've got the bid here, I'll just read it off. We're going to frame approximately a 16-foot 2x4 wall up to the truss and install a metal door, frame hardware, do R19 in the walls, R30 in the roof. Furnish and install 2x4 on the inside of the wall, metal on wall, ceiling and trim, additional to update to an insulated overhead door. Electrical, they're gonna install 16 receptacles, GFI, install conduit wiring for 2 water heaters, wiring conduit for HVAC, AC units, and their electric units. 1 ductless split system, 1 outdoor heat pump, 3 indoor high wall units, dryer vent to the outside. Add 18-inch of trench drain, add second 80-gallon water heater, and add seal cock inside. And he's got a price of $75,773. And I asked him to break it down, and he had around $19,000 on the electric, $21,000 on the heat, $11,000 on the metal, the framing and metal installation, about $5,000 on plumbing, $1,000 for one of the particular doors. I don't know if that's that one up at the top, or adding the insulation to a door, I don't know. And then the insulation was about $6,000. I mean, all that added up, I think I come up with about 23 or 63,000. I'm sorry. There's 20, 40, 51, 56, 57, and 6 would be 63. And then, of course, he has, you know, a figure put in, and I'm not sure what else that included. But we
Include labor somewhere.
well, his part.
He charges 15%.
So,
Yeah, but the labor for each one of the individual contractors has to be in
well, it should be included in those prices.
It is included.
But, but anyhow, this will be, this work is what we need to do to finish the rest of it. And I guess it'd be, what we call them, not overruns, it's change orders, basically.
Additions.
Be additional change orders. So it's just a matter of if we want to agree to these change orders in this fashion, or we want to proceed in a different direction.
We don't, and again, how this all came about is Victoria says state law that you have to have and it is, you have to have a quarantine room for dogs and a quarantine room for cats separately from the general population. And when we drew up the plans, I was thinking we could take 1 kennel in front next to the office building on each side, 1 for the cats, and close that, put a door up where it's closed, but that, it's still in the general population. So that's why we had to go build the 2 rooms in that back section with keeping air for each one of them, so that the germs don't go back and forth. And then walls, so for that, and new drain system, that's 20 foot, 8 to 20 foot in that quarantine dog room. And that's all the inside the building will be barn mount, ceiling roofs, and walls and everything. So
Well, 75,000, I know we're gonna award the project, it's already undergone, that's over our cap.
Yeah, I was wondering about that, Corey.
So-
Yeah, that's what I was about to ask, if that hasn't been in because
That's what has to be did.
No, it hasn't been bid. But when you have change orders, what's the rules on change orders pertaining to projects on procurement?
off the top of my head, I don't know.
Yeah, me
We
neither.
haven't come across that. Let's see if we can-
Yeah.
And the original bid was what, 540,000 or something like that?
Yeah, 528, and we already approved 20,000 of change orders, actually about 27,000 of change orders. Of course, we are, I believe, going to have to pay $5,600 to the city, but they're going to donate 5,000 back. Dan, does that sound right?
Yeah, it sounds right, but I'm still gonna argue for the 5,600 next meeting. I mean, it's,
So, but yeah, it's sure adding up.
well, we do, one good thing, we do have that 300,000 we got from Salt River. We'll cover all the overruns and additions. Still have money left over, so.
still gonna be hard on the budget for this year though, because we thought it was gonna be done last budget year. We had 100,000 in there to take care of overruns and different things, and
I mean, is
we
he
have
having
an amendment
completion
with like
date
the 300
project yet?
Oh, it's still aiming to be open by the first of the year.
I mean, whether we have to get bids or not, I mean, I think that everything that's on the change order is
Needed.
legitimate. It's not like we're putting in, some fancy stuff, something that we don't need, yeah, it's a,
So if we have to, advertise it, we'll just have to advertise it, or figure out a way.
Once he's pouring the floor, he's pouring the front part of the floor today.
Well, even though he's pouring the floor in here, it shouldn't affect all this work. The drain's already in.
The front part's already poured.
Well, the rear drain is already in and they're pouring it today.
So do we gotta pay for that from Rose?
Well, we're gonna have to pay for a drain.
The drain's included in that $75.
Yeah,
if we
what I'm
could
saying-
separate that out,
If-
yeah,
if-
you
if-
pay
if-
for it in a change
What
order.
I'm saying is, if it doesn't go with what we're supposed to do, it's not legal to do this. and-
Well, we're still good, cause it's 5 and it's under the, all the change orders collectively are not 40,000
Yeah, but
yet.
But yet, if you add the first change order and then this change order and another change order down the thing, it's still within the same year. If it goes over 40,000, you got a problem.
yeah, I think it's,
Well, you got it bid, right?
Yeah. And so, or I think that's the case. So we thought one time we bought 2 vehicles for the sheriff's office. And, and they were both under 40,000 apiece put together. They were over $40,000. You should have bid those.
They bought it at the same time.
Yeah. So even if it's in the same year, they act like it would still get real good.
Well,
Absent finding something to the contrary, I would think it would be good, just because,
Yeah.
for the reasons that they said, just echoing those being over 40,000. I'll see if there's any guidance, or even if there was a way that in the original bid, to include change orders, but even that would be speculative.
yeah, okay. Well, I guess what we probably need to do is approve the plumbing aspect today, I guess. And cause the other, all of this other, basically, we're gonna have a concrete floor with a room that's unheated right now. It's not gonna stop work. And he can go ahead and they can put the metal on the outside walls. We're just not gonna wire it or put metal on the inside walls until we figure out the process. But we're definitely gonna over plumbing, because it's, once they concrete it in, it's pretty well gone. And I'm not sure what change order number 2 here is.
but that should be, so the 5,000, is that the rough end finish, whole 9 yards?
Yeah, he told me 5 for plumbing, is something around 5.
That's just for this bid of 75.
That's part of the
What I'm
75.
saying is, just like any other project, you got a rough end, which is what he's done right now, and he's pouring that, or to draw that, and then they'll come back and they'll add more and then finish it out. Once the frame is done, what the stud is done. So right now, all we should really have to be paying for to get what they're wanting to do done is the rough inside of it.
Right.
And then it to be included in that, we should make that 5,000 cheaper. It should be underneath your 3,000 procurement range.
Well, probably, and I think we'd probably be fine with that for what they've done so far.
Because if we have to bid this out, and it's a full turnkey deal, just sub and that sub, plumber sub may not be the same sub, is what I'm getting
Yeah,
at.
well, we can't bid what we've already installed, can't
Well,
do
what I'm
that.
saying is, it's just the rough, it's how it works,
I don't know if it's because it didn't have state guidelines really in the bid that we begin with, if we could declare an emergency to prove that they're doing that stuff or not.
Keeping the animals separate,
Yeah.
we could declare an emergency
It's
to
kind of
do
a-
that work.
it's kind of a gray area on what you can call emergencies for, the way I look at it.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
we could probably
I
get,
don't know how, we could potentially try it, I don't know if that's possible. But it's still in this stage of the process.
I mean, when
That'd be something I have to justify to DOG and auditor.
we meet again a week from Monday, so we can probably be okay till then to get more details on how we need to do it.
Well, I'm fine, like I said, I'm fine with going on and passing that plumbing part so you can get paid for that part, that's $5,000. I'm just saying, if you're gonna, I would probably ask him what it would cost to get the concrete poured, the rough inside of it, that's what we pay for, and then you halt it until we figure out what we gotta do, instead of saying we're gonna spend $5,000. Because you get another plumber in there, which, I mean, I'm not saying Doug probably won't be the one that gets it, but if you get another plumber in there, he might like what's been done or whatever, so if another contract comes in, I call him issue that.
Whoever bids will have to bid on it as is.
Yes.
They'll come in and they'll see what it is as is, and they'll figure their bids based upon the as-is condition to do this work.
Yes.
So that's probably how we'll need to do it.
But another thing we need to look at, Dixon has put those outside drains for the outside kennels. He's mounted those to the concrete block wall, screwed it to it, and then we pour that outside concrete, and pour that to them at level. Well, he's already done that, which is in that bid.
Not this one.
Yeah, he did. That's the outside work.
No, that should be in the kennel bid.
51,000.
Yeah, that's in the kennel bid.
No, the inside kennels he put in, that was in the original bid. These are the outside drains for the outside kennels, which we did not have a bid on.
Yeah. Wonder if that is change order number 2.
So he was putting them in 3 or 4 days ago when I was there, ready to do the outside concrete work.
Well, and that was, I think originally, we wasn't gonna put drains outside. But then we discovered that you needed a drain outside so that dog mess doesn't run out in the road. So,
But I mean, he still got that labor and the expense of finding out those drains, outside drains and the drain on the inside where the quarantine dogs are.
yeah, that, in addition. I mean, we owe a plumber for that work.
Yes.
How many dollars worth have we already technically approved above the thing? I mean,
27-ish.
So technically, if we approve any other change orders for today, we don't wanna go above 13,000. If we do, we're getting over that
Yeah, we're not,
40,000.
yeah, we won't be.
That's why I just wanted to make sure, and I know with what Zach was saying, doing this other part, we won't watch,
So-
not to get over that 40,000.
So why don't we just take 5,000 out for the plumbing part and then advertise for,
The balance,
use his specs. Not prices, just specs.
yeah,
And advertise it for him
yeah, to do this work,
to do that work.
yeah.
And then is there a time limit that it has to be in the paper?
Well, we gotta advertise 1 week, I think, minimum.
And then, let's see, if we got it, is it Thursday's the cutoff?
Yeah,
So,
it hustled to get it in the paper next week to where we could,
that would meet the
We could
7
get-
days for the next meeting.
we got it in, next week. That next week wouldn't meet the 7
Right.
days, it would be the meeting after,
Right.
be the meeting before
The
Thanksgiving.
concern is if you take the plumbing out, then, you're still doing piecemeal. If you're doing part of that, if it's part of the outside portion, the new.
Well, I think you
No,
can keep
the
the,
5,000 is on the inside.
Yeah, the 5 is what we were gonna vote on today.
So they're pouring concrete around that drain today.
yeah, but what you all are saying is that we, either we've approved to do the outside piping, or we're getting ready to have another change order from somebody. We either pay for it, or we're gonna get another one, so it's what we're all sitting here saying is there's 13,000 on the table, and we're gonna get to a certain point, and we're gonna get in trouble. So we gotta stay.
Yeah, we're gonna be under.
Basically, we gotta stay about 12,000.
Yeah, and we're good on that.
So,
I think we've already approved the outside, right? So we're meeting again, yeah, didn't we just approve the 51,000?
That was just for the
That was just for the
kennel itself.
That's for the outside kennels, so.
And I believe that did include the outside drainage.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying is, we need a little more clarification, maybe before the next meeting, and then we can pull, if this $5,000, say, hey, give us an actual figure, and then we can vote on that and get him paid for the,
It's coming in my head again. The outside drains for the kennels was included in that 51,000.
okay.
I don't see it.
So-
It's not on this
Well,
list.
it was, I almost guarantee it was.
I don't see it.
It may not be on there, but
Well, all right,
if anybody got a phone, I'll call him real quick.
Yeah,
I
he's
just
somewhere.
talked to him 2 minutes ago. Because that 51,000 that he gave us was to do the total outside
The kennels themselves.
and the kennels and the chain link fence.
hey Doug, hang on, I'm gonna put you on speakerphone in the meeting. No, we got just some simple questions on the plumbing that we need to get. I got you on speakerphone right now. We're in a live meeting. So, the plumbing on the outdoors, the drains on the outdoors around the kennels, where is that figured in the bid of the prices of things?
No, that was already approved, that was a separate change order, remember?
Okay, so that part is already covered.
Yeah, it was in that, well, wait, before I say that, I think it's in, when y'all approved that already, it's already been approved, but those drains on the exterior for the kennels, it's either been approved, but I don't know that it was in that, did you open the other bid up yet?
Yeah, we've already voted on the kennel bid, and WPC was the winning contractor. And that, of course, that,
If it's not in there.
yeah,
It was a separate change order, and it was already approved before.
do you remember the expense for that?
I think it was 4,800 or something like that for both sides, for the kennel, for the drain and putting it in.
All right, well, yeah, here's the dilemma we're at. These other change orders, we're gonna have to bid out because it's over the procurement threshold. But the plumbing, we know once you get it concreted in, it's pretty kinda hard to change it. So, we can approve getting the rest of this plumbing done, but we're gonna have to bid out the HVAC, electrical, and the framing and all. Cause we're gonna
I
be,
did just talk to this other contractor where I got the lower bid for the HVAC, and he wasn't but a couple $1,000 after he put the higher grade unit in. He was still $2,000 cheaper, but it wasn't a lot more, like I thought.
all right,
So, yeah, it's not, but you're talking about the finishing the electric and finishing the electric and all the rest of the stuff for the back, right?
yeah.
Asking if it's 5,000 to finish plumbing product.
When I called you and you said the plumbing on this new project, on the new work, you said it was 50-some hundred, a little closer to 5 than 6.
Right, yeah, it's 5, right after 48, or something like that.
That's on the plumbing that they put in the back.
Yes, sir.
That's part of this $75,000 bid. All of that was about 5.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, what we
I
can.
can break it out and set it by itself.
Well, we'll probably need to do that. We haven't yet, but we getting ready to discuss it. So that's all we need to know for now. So
Okay.
thank you. I'll see you.
Oh, you're welcome.
Alright, so we can, I'll make a motion that we approve, up to $5,000 for the plumbing work on the change order, and that we bid out the balance of the work for the rear part of the animal shelter.
Second.
Alright, we have a motion on the floor, second by myself, second by Dan. Any discussion? Does that cover what we need, y'all? No, it's in. All right, all those in favor say aye. Aye. You want opposed? Motion passes. Does that sound good, Corey?
I mean, you know, this is, I'm gonna not control this, but, all right, so what was just approved and then what's still outstanding? Because we had the kennels that was approved, that was the bid that we opened.
Yes, that was properly
So,
procured.
right, so this was 5,000 for plumbing, which is part of the change order of the existing
Yeah.
first project?
No, yes, yeah, it was a change order of the initial first project, adding plumbing in the rear section that wasn't originally included.
Okay. And then what is still outstanding that's proposed to be bid? What is that?
It'll be about 65 to
Is that
70,000.
for the originally bid project?
No.
or new? Okay.
That's for a new
Yes, okay.
New edition.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Doug, I we, remember, he sent us a bill for $7,000. And one was 1962, I think, for the height of the building metal, which we did not pay. But we paid all those others. That probably was included in what he's talking about, the initial.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think that's what he was referring to, was what we had already approved, which was the first set of change orders for that.
Right, and I think he's already got that paid, because he asked for a draw for himself at that time.
Well, we've only paid him at one time.
Right.
That was $90,000.
Right, and that was his draw plus the change order. But what we'll do, I mean, I'll see if we can get, you think we can get ad in Spencer Magnet today? I know it's Friday. Vicky at Spencer Magnet is out of town with the death of the family.
I can reach out to them and
Yeah.
ask.
Yeah, we'll try to,
Typically, that's noon on Friday, and they're pretty,
yeah, they're pretty tough. But we'll try to get it in this coming week. If we don't get it in, then we'll get it in next week. But what it'll be is HVAC, electrical, and framing. It'll be the balance of this, not including the plumbing. So that'll take care of that, and I think that's everything we need to do at the animal shelter.
He gave us the bid, but the only technicality is we didn't advertise it for a bid.
Yes.
So he could come back and do the same thing he did with this one. He could be the one who bidding on it and try to get it anyway.
Yeah, but we do have to
So
advertise,
that's why we can't just accept his bid because we need that.
advertise it, yes, yeah.
So he'll have probably the upper hand.
Well, it depends. I mean, somebody may come in and underbid, but we will be following the proper procurement process.
But apparently his new bid's gonna be lower than this one, because he said he found an HVAC guy who's
A little cheaper,
$1,000 or $2,000 cheaper, so.
and then the plumbing will be off of this one. So, all right, I think that's all the discussion we can do today on the animal shelter, on those two items. Entertain a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion by Zach, second by Dan. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Thank you all. I'll call him. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, he knows.
Yeah.
He knows.
I think it's gonna be